The Torah says we have to blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah, it's Zichron Trua, and the Gemara says, Rosh Hashanah Daf Tet Zayin Amud Beis. Kol shana she'en toikim ba betchilasa merein la besoifa. If you don't blow the shofar at the beginning of the year, in Rosh Hashanah, bad news for the end of the year. Says the Tosfos. This is not talking about a year that you couldn't blow the shofar because Rosh Hashanah fell on Shabbos and we don't blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. It's talking about something else that happened. Something that prevented you. Oinus, you were forced to. You couldn't. Yet. If one doesn't blow the shofar, if there wasn't shofar blowing in Rosh Hashanah, it's bad news. Says the Meshech Chochmah. Why is it so? In other mitzvahs, if a person couldn't do the mitzvah, so we'll say, Ones Rachmana Patre, Kodesh Baruch Hu exempt you. If you can't do the mitzvah, you can't do it. Why is shofar so different? Explains the Meshech Chochmah. What is shofar supposed to do? Shofar is like a medicine. If a person is sick and he forgot to take a medicine, or he couldn't for whatever reason, he was stuck somewhere and he couldn't take the medicine, can he say, but I was forced to, I couldn't take the medicine? Yeah, he can say it, but it's not going to help him. Because those properties in the medicine, he never got. So it's not going to help him. The shofar is supposed to awaken Rachmei Shamayim. Supposed to remind the Kodesh Baruch Hu as if the Akedas Yitzhak, that which Klal Yisrael is willing to be Moiser Nefesh for Hashem, for His Torah, and that is how we've been doing it for a few thousand years now. So if we are forced to, you can't blow the shofar. But ultimately, Kodesh Baruch Hu didn't get as if that reminder. So why is it that you don't blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah that falls on Shabbos? So Chazal tell us you can't do that because we're afraid maybe somebody will take the shofar and transfer it. It's 4 Amos. There's no Eruv. We're not sure somebody's going to do it. Maybe once. In 2,000 years, somebody will transgress that and come to violate Shabbos. But Chazal say, the Kedusha of Shabbos is so great. We want to make sure nobody violates Shabbos. Shabbos is a testimony to the creation of the world. So it comes out that by the fact that we are guarding the Shabbos, making sure no one violates the Shabbos, we're in essence allowing Satan to come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to say everything bad that he wants to say about us, and there's nothing there to combat Satan. That's what the shofar does. It's as if confuses the Satan. So when there's no shofar blowing, bad news for us. But the same thing happens on Shabbos. Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos, and we're not there blowing the shofar. The Satan just comes in, says the Meshech Chochmah, no, it's different on Shabbos. Because the Kodesh Baruch Hu sees that we are willing to risk the fact that the Satan can come by himself, and nobody's against him. But we're doing that only for HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisborach. We're doing it to keep the Shabbos, to make sure no one in Klal Yisrael is violating Shabbos. So that means we are Moiser Nefesh. It's the same thing like the Akedah. So in a year like that, when a Shabbos, Rosh Hashanah falls on a Shabbos, Kodesh Baruch Hu does have the reminder that we are willing to be Moiser Nefesh. Just like Yitzchak Avinu, it's in our genes. We demonstrate it by the fact that we don't blow the shofar. And we're risking the fact that Satan will come in and say whatever he wants to say. And nobody will be there to shut him up, to confuse him. But why are we doing it? To keep the Shabbos. Therefore, Kodesh Baruch Hu counts it as if we are Ne'ekad al Gabei HaMizbeach. It's our private Akedah. And that does the same trick like shofar every single year. It reminds the Kodesh Baruch Hu that we're willing to be Moiser Nefesh for him, for his Torah. And it works well, just like the medicine called shofar, to confuse the Satan, to awaken HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Rachamim.